Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome to another video, and it's been a while. And I'm going to talk to you in a lot more depth about that. Obviously, I very briefly touched upon things in my last video. I didn't really go into a lot of detail because I was ill, but at the same time, Brett Badley made it very obvious, shall we say, that I needed to address certain things. But I wanted to do one quick video just to sort of say, look, I'm not dead. Now, for me at the moment, the priorities have been work and home life, which i.e. not games. Lisa, I'm going to just come straight out of it now. It's a cause for celebration. Lisa is pregnant with our child, a boy, Jake Alexander. He's coming very, very soon, and congrats to him when he comes out, obviously. So we're expecting Jake the 7th of April. So obviously that's something to be very, very conscious of and very, very aware of. It's a massive cause for celebration. But at the same time, there's a lot of planning to these things. I'm sure some of you will be fully aware of that. So where does that leave me, and where does that leave the channel? Well, it's very simple, really. I've just prioritised things a little bit. Now, unfortunately, due to my working life, so between, let's say, 10 and 12 hour days, I've come home from work and I've either done one of three things. One, be with Lisa. Two, sort out the baby situation. Or three, fall asleep. Sometimes a combination of those three things, but essentially what has been happening is that stuff called real life, right? That real life shit has been dominating, and that's I'm hoping that you guys will agree is understandable. However, I don't want to be a twat. You know, at the end of the day, I really do enjoy making videos. Although I've basically weighed up the pros and cons of what what it takes to make a video versus real life versus other things. And the truth of the matter is that there was a little bit of setup there was a little bit of faffing about, and I got a lot of enjoyment out of doing that because I figured that somebody would connect with that. And I still want to do that to some extent, but what I want to do is sort of reprioritize what my channel is about, and the main focus has always been games, and that's pretty much what it's going to be. Gameplays, things like that, these things are going to take a back seat to my opinions. So for better or worse, you're going to be getting a lot more of this and that and that and so forth. So I don't know if quality matters to you guys. I don't know if video quality is a huge thing, 1080p and all that shiz, but I'm doing this off my camera, off my Vita. The short answer is that my other cameras are, what's the technical term? Shagged. So for those reasons, it's very simple, really. Do I spend the money getting another camera, or do I spend money on making sure Jake has a great upbringing? Common sense shizzle. So that's it again. So the reality of the situation is Luke called me up and we had a very in-depth discussion. Luke being Brett Badley. Brett Badley and myself had a very in-depth discussion about various things, mainly YouTube videos and the re-emergence of Games Bloke, and all that shit. Well, the reality of the situation is very simple. I'm going to be making more videos, and it's going to be real soon. And the majority of my videos, truthfully, and let's just get straight out there and be honest, the majority of what I'm going to be producing is this type of thing. Those of you who watch my videos regularly will know that I do what I do in a flat. That flat is now no more. I've moved to a house, a terraced house, no less. The various real life shizzle like furniture, a kitchen actually used as a kitchen with cooking utensils in the correct cupboards. Real life really is truly calling, and everything that you would expect of me, clothes draped over settees, a slightly dishevelled look to what I do, that living in a flat bachelorette type thing is no more, and this is what we've got now. And what we've got is a nice decent lifestyle. We've got a great place, we've got a great life, and for once, I've got this newfound sense of happiness, which is rare, unusual, whatever. Most importantly, I've got a sense of stability and a sense of direction, which is pleasant. It's a nice feeling. Work is going extremely well. I've got a very good job, which has the potential to yield yet more results, hopefully. So go me. Do you know what I mean? What we do. Do you give a shit about that? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But that's ultimately where I'm at, and that's the reason why you've had this delay. You've got to imagine the first 3 months of the 7 or 8 months that I've been off air. I've literally, we were struggling. Me and Lisa were genuinely in a serious place. Do you know what I'm saying? We were both living in my flat, which is, and then obviously, you know, that's cozy in itself, but there is also the fact that she fell pregnant, and although it may seem obvious from a chemical biological point of view, let's just say it wasn't to be expected. And the unique amazing thing about it is that my reaction to it was not the typical reaction. I was actually really happy, and I actually saw a future emerging in the midst. So anyway, there you go. So that's it. So, but you know, enough about me and how great it all is. Sod it. At the end of the day, there's still a lot of things that have to be done. There's still a lot of real life shit that's that's there, and I'm sure you guys are fully aware of that. But where does that leave the channel? And the channel is left in a very simple state. Obviously, I've not done a video, but I will be doing more videos, and the videos are going to be of this type of quality, and that, although it might come across as a lazy move, is a deliberate ploy. I don't want the focus to be on anything else but what I have to say. One of the things that I picked up on just idly browsing my videos is a lot of people, view-wise, seem to have an interest in what I have to say, and possibly there may be something that could be, you know, I can do with that. Now, gameplays aren't totally written off, however the focus is going to shift, and if there's a way that I can make the gameplay footage better or simpler or easier to produce, that's where I'm aiming for. Basically what I want, and you guys might be able to help with this, is ridiculously simple, and to have a kind of like, almost like video length that's similar to Review Tech USA, similar to Classic Gamer, in the sense that we keep it nice and condensed, but we keep it regular. 10 minutes max. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm coming up to that now. This video is just a line in the sand saying, here we go, this is it, I'm ready to roll. The Steve Benways of the world, the Review Tech USAs of the world, they've got nothing to fear, let's face it. But at the same time, I want to show you guys that there is maybe another alternative, and there may be another voice that you might want to listen to. And I'm pushing it. Maybe I'll end up pushing it too hard, I don't know. But the way I see it is that if I'm going to do this, I want to do it properly, or as properly as I can do it, and I want to present to you something that is going to be me, pure thoroughbred me. The focus before was like 98% games, about 2% everything else. Now you're looking at more like a 70-30 split. There is going to be some real life shizzle in there as well, and I am going to talk about things candidly. And there's probably going to be times when I'm going to be a lot more animated, and there's going to be times when I'm not so animated. But the way I figure this is, it's going to be like the Twitter of YouTube, if that makes sense. I'm going to be doing things in my tweet style, as in simple, quick, to the point. If I can't get it to the point, it's just no point. Do you see what I mean? I want to get to you guys as quickly as I can with content and impress upon you what's on my mind at the time. And that's ultimately where we're at. So that's what I've come up with. That's the plan. That's what I'm running with. You guys might disagree. You guys might have a lot to say about it. You might have nothing to say about it. I don't know. I hope that you comment. Please do. And thank you hugely, Chris Smiley Games. Wow, thank you. Huge shout out to Brett Badley. I mean, he is like some kind of inspiration to me, and we seem to bounce off each other. And as much as it's annoying hearing some of the things that he says, because well, they're annoying basically because they're true, and that does my head in. Brett Badley tends to speak the truth, and what annoys me is he does it in a very direct, simplistic way. It's A, B, C, black and white, and he basically just, because of that simplicity, there's no escape from it. Do you know what I'm saying? If he tells you something, there's no escaping from it. Do you see what I'm saying? The reality of life, he twats me with his words, which is necessary. It is necessary. So a huge thanks to him. Want to thank all my Twitter chums. They've been around, they've done things in various ways, they've retweeted when needed to, they've favorited when they've needed to, and that is a huge psychological thing for me. Massive, in fact. It's one of the biggest things ever. My YouTube vision is going to be completely different, totally different to anything else, and you guys are going to be subject to that. So let's see what happens. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to Chris Marder, as I say. Thanks to Brett Badley. Thanks to the Donovan Viper, who is always around and always has something to say. Huge thanks to the people that commented on my previous video. Shout outs to the usuals. You know, if you watch YouTube in any type of sense, you'll know exactly who I'm on about. The Dave Websters, your Steve Benways, the Retro Unlim crew. They're all nice people, they're all decent folk, and they all deserve a lot of time and respect, and they also deserve your views, your patronage. So go see them. My role is to be somebody that is there to help, someone to offer an opinion, someone that you might want to turn to if you've watched all the other shit. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I just want to be somebody that you can go, oh, what's he got to say today? That's it, that's the rule, that's the goal, that's the big vision, right? If it don't work out that way, then shit, never mind. But the quality, it's just dawned on me. I want to be the Wayne's World of video gaming. There we go, for better or worse. Wear a silly hat, you know, shout and ball, do that 5, 4, yeah, make a silly joke. If you've watched Wayne World, you know what I'm on about. That's what I'm aiming for, that's the plan. So hopefully that will avoid the ban hammer when it comes to copyright infringement, and hopefully that will avoid any unnecessary bullshit from Google. Other than that, it's business as usual. Expect videos as much as I can cram into one. The other deliberate reason for the cheap quality is so I can upload them quick, because my upload speed is shite. So there we go. That's my flip it so you can see the definition. But yeah, that is my house rule. I hope you guys do what you do and enjoy doing it. Until the next video, I will bid you adieu. Cheerio.